Good afternoon, team. How are you guys doing today? We're having a wonderful day with our Tablo machine. We're going to learn of how to properly clean our Tablo machine. First off, we're going to use orange wipes only to clean the surface, okay? Here's our little wipes. Sometimes it's good to spread them out a little bit like that so you can get the surface really well. Usually the way that I do, but everyone has their way, but I start from the front. I'll start from the screen, make sure that it's all good. Then I come here on the inside. Because a lot of times we have residual from the bicarb and the acid. So it falls here, so you want to get that has been corroded on here. And you clean all around, all the little corners. You can also take off this, and it gets a little stuff there. And there's corrosion here. So you want to go in here. You can take this and kind of push that down in there like that. And go around and try to get some of that buildup that's on there.
What are the other areas, Miss Linda, that is often missed?
Often missed is here. We'll take our cap off, and around here you will find that there's buildup from here. Yes. So you definitely want to go around and clean. Now, with that being said, you have to be careful going around these sensors, because if we do too much and too heavily on it, it can tear. Okay. And then we're having to call outset, and it's not going to work, and you're going to have, I need to heat again, or what have you. And make sure you clean around here, clean here. That looks good, and you put it back on. Same thing here. Same thing, go around.
So you have to hear those beeps.
Yes, you want to hear the beeps. You know you're cleaning when you hear the beeps.
Thank you.
Okay, I go to my lid, and I wipe down my lid. I wipe down the back. Right here, because you get corrosion here, and you clean that. And then clean here, all the way around, okay? Now you're gonna go on the sides of the machine. So you wanna get down here, all the way to the back. Make sure you're cleaning all the way around here. The wheels, you wanna clean your wheels. I know a lot of times the wheels get missed because they're hidden, they're kind of hidden. Mm-hmm. So the wheels get missed. So you still have to go around and clean them. Okay? Then you come around here. Let's do the front. Clean. Go in your door here. And then you're gonna come here. All here. And then we can open up here. So you want to clean this. Sometimes you have residual that falls here. Now here, this is over time. This is not going to come off. But you still need to clean it, because I mean, you could have a blood spill on there. You could have something there, but don't worry about all the little white stuff, because that's not going to come off. You want to clean this. Be careful how you, because when you get ready to wet clean, you have to make sure you wet clean these, because these roll.
Right.
And if you don't, they'll stick if you don't clean that. And if you don't use the wet one. Wet dry. And then you're gonna go in.
All these crevices, huh?
All these little cracks and crevices that you see, all in here. Your little bars up here. And you want to be careful with these. These are little caps on here. If you don't see them, it'll be exposed. It's exposed when there's yellow. And there is a machine that has it, and I can show that to you on another machine. But this is fine, because you're supposed to have, this is like sensors. So these have to be on here, the white color. I'll show you another machine that doesn't have it. So, but that's something that you need to be on the lookout for. Now, next thing is these. You want to clean these. You see how sometimes it has that little buildup right there? So you want to take your nail and go around like that. And you see how that comes off there? Beautiful. And then you want to clean this.
There's also those buttons there, Miss Linda, that we have to be careful, right? those buttons that we have
These.
to be careful.
Yes.
And those red and blue.
Yes.
They're real tiny.
These are here. You want to be careful with these too. The same thing here. But you'll find more buildup on the red than you will on the acid than you will on the bicarb. See how the bicarb doesn't have as much, but you still clean it. And clean in here. And then you're going to come around here. You're going to clean your door. You're going to clean them all in here. Okay, now we're going to go on this side. Now we're going to clean this. A lot of this is not going to come off because over time it's become ashy, so don't worry. It will happen, but as long as you're clean our wheels. Clean our wheel. And then I know that it's hard sometimes getting back here to the back of the machine, but if you can, you need to be able to at least clean this platform here. See, this gets dirty. See, stuff spills down here.
And we also have these areas right here, right?
Yes. And then you have areas here. Because it gets built up around the hinges.
What about the front cabinet, Miss Linda? Do you need that little one?
Oh. Yeah, we cleaned this and this. You talk about in here?
Yes.
And I cleaned in this top.
Sometimes the blood could be hiding
Yes.
there, right?
Now, a lot of times, if you have a cartridge that does leak, all of the blood is going to be inside here. You can go right in here and make your towel thin and go right here. And go back and forth right here. Right in here. And that when you see there's no blood, that's just blue paint. So, there. But you can go right in here around these crevices. Okay, you want to also clean that too because that gets corroded too. Okay, but right in here is where you're going to find a lot of blood if you have a cartridge issue and it breaks. Because a lot of times it will come down here. Now, when that happens, outset has to be called and they will come out and they will open it up, but they won't clean it. We have to be the ones to do that because they're not authorized to do that. So, but, and then of course, it sets for 4 minutes, and then you're gonna wet dry.
Very good. 4-minute dry time, right?
Yes, 4-minute dry time. Then you're gonna use
Or we call it the wet time.
the wet time, and you're gonna use the lint-free cloths. You're gonna wet. I usually wet too. It helps because it's more of it because you use the little one. Sometimes they might tear, and then it's just I just like using 2 for wet and then 2 for dry.
All right.
Okay.
And we have it there.
Okay.
Oops.
So you and we're back. Now it's time for the wet cloth. 2 steps. Step 2, wet cloth and dry.
Yes.
So first thing, as you can see, when it's dried, there's residual on this screen, and it looks real gummy, so it doesn't look good. So first thing you want to do is wet it. Okay, and as soon as I wet, then I go over it with a dry towel. And that gets it all off and makes it nice and clear. Now, see how pretty that is?
Yes.
So,
Gorgeous.
that's good. Okay, so now you're gonna, wherever you put bleach, or wipe, you put a bleach wipe, you want to do with a wet towel. So, we're gonna clean all our little crevices, just like we did before. Same thing here. So with that being said, now you know exactly how they want it to be done. Step 1, bleach and clean. Step 2, wet and dry. And then you have a finished product.
Thank you.
Okay.